Ignoring the warning, Danielle took Kingfisher's road. Of her welcome, she was very uncertain, for the only times she had seen Kingfisher had been in San Antonio, when he and Ben Thompson had been very drunk. She finally rode out into a clearing and could see the ranch house in the distance. The place seemed deserted, but suddenly the stillness was shattered by a gunshot. "Don't come any closer," a voice shouted. "You're not welcome here." "I only want to talk to you," Danielle said. "I'm not the law." "You're still not welcome here," said the distant voice. Gritting her teeth, Danielle rode on. Would the man shoot her out of the saddle? She eventually reined up 40 yards from the front porch. Kingfisher stepped past the door, a Winchester under his arm. His dress could only be described as gaudy. His trousers were black with pinstripes, and over a white ruffled shirt he wore a bright red tie. Around his middle was a red sash that matched the tie. His boots were fancy, and a white Stetson hat was tipped low over his eyes. On each hip, in a tied-down holster, was a revolver. "I could have shot you dead and been within my rights," he snapped. "Haven't I seen you somewhere?" "In San Antonio," said Danielle. "You and Ben Thompson were drunk." "Since you're here," Fisher said, "who are you, and what the hell do you want of me?" "I want some information," said Danielle, "and it in no way concerns you. I am Daniel Strange, and I'm hunting some men who robbed and hanged my pa in Indian Territory in the spring. One of those still alive, Snakehead Calpana, has been rustling horses in Old Mexico and driving them across the border into Texas. He killed a Mexican and a ranger near Laredo, but I doubt that he's given up rustling. I think he's just moved to another location along the border." "Well, if you think he's here, or that I'd have any dealings with the likes of him, then you're barking up the wrong damn tree," Fisher said. "I've been told that you trap wild horses in Mexico and drive them into Texas," said Danielle. "I was hoping you might have seen or heard of Calpana." "I want nothing to do with the kind that rustles another man's stock," Fisher said. "I've shot some hombres that was needful of it, but I've never stole a horse or a cow." "I'm obliged anyway," Danielle said. "You got sand in your craw, kid," said Kingfisher. "How old are you?" "Old enough," Danielle said. Fisher laughed. "A regular two-gun man, huh? Can you use them irons, or do you just carry 'em to scare hell out of folks?" In a lightning cross-hand draw, Danielle drew the butt-forward Colt from her left hip. She fired once, the slug kicking up splinters from the porch. Then she spoke. "I could have shot your ears off, but you've been decent to me. Adios." Holstering the Colt, she wheeled the chestnut mare and rode away. Kingfisher stood there watching her until she was out of sight. Then he laughed to himself. "You'll do, kid. You'll do."